Welcome once again to VegasStrongandFearless.com. We're recording out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and we go all over the world. And wherever you find yourself, be it daytime or nighttime, I hope you're enjoying your surroundings and the beauty of nature, wherever you find yourself. Email me, Rudy at VegasStrongandFearless.com. I love to hear emails. Call me, 702-274-3129, just to talk. We're looking for 100 members, first-time members. $5 will make you a member, and the purpose of membership is just keep in touch with us. We'll send you mail, so forth and so forth. And we want to see this show grow and penetrate and touch people's lives to help them. The whole purpose of this show, my objective, is to make people strong and fearless in their journey in life and undertaking whatever the holistic concept, the mental, the mind, and the spirit. We want to make it complete. We want to make you total. We want to make you whole. We want to make you the way you should be. When you're born, you came out holistically, but the development of the mind is separate, and that is what the show is all about. You may be whole to a degree, but if you're neglecting the mind, you're not holistically complete. You're handicapped. So the purpose here is to build you solid and strong mentally, physically, and spiritually. Last week, if you want to look at the show, because this show is going to be on probably in a couple of weeks, but last week's show we talked about the physical part of the individual, the body, and the importance of being healthy and eating right and drinking right and breathing right and sleeping right. Those are the 4 ingredients. If you undertake those principles, you're going to be very, very healthy. And that's interesting that I'm talking about this, because right now everybody is worried about this virus. Come on. I want to tell you something. Last year in the United States, 10,000 people died with the flu. 10,000. 180,000 were hospitalized because of flu last year. And this virus, coronavirus, they discovered it in 1965. Something's not right here. Somebody's making billions and billions of dollars and attacking or utilizing the health area to make all these billions. Do your research. If you're strong, physically, spiritually, mentally, you have nothing to worry about. You're healthy. If that virus has been around, we would be amazed, and probably we don't want to know all the bacteria and all the germs that are in the air that we're breathing. It's just amazing. But because of my God and what He created here, He protects me. You gotta believe that. He knows what He's doing, the creator of this universe. Today, in fact, in the last few minutes we have here, we're going to be talking about the subject of the universe, the mental, the universal God. I want you to put on your thinking caps, because this particular subject, you're going to have to think a little bit. You may not understand what I'm trying to tell you. In fact, sometimes I don't understand what I'm trying to tell myself. I got to think about it. But in this situation, as we go through this lesson, you may have to pre-record it and go backwards and listen to it, and then finally, I got it. It's important to understand what I want to share with you. Quote, the universe, God, is becoming conscious of itself through you, through me. Let's say this again. The universe, or the universal God, is becoming conscious of itself through you. You're important. I'm important. Let me read something. I'm reading from the book, The Science of Success. Highly recommend this book. Go to the library. Check it out. Purchase it. It will change your life. I'm quoting. Quote. Now remember what I just read or just said. Keep that in mind. There is a thinking stuff from which all things are made, me and you, nature, and which in its original state permeates, penetrates, and fills the interspaces of the universe. A thought in this substance, the thinking stuff, okay? The holistic God, the universal God, the formless substance. A thought in this substance produces the thing that is imagined by thought. Let's reread that. A thought in this substance. Let me give you a thought. I want to start a business. And I see this business increasing and producing money. What type of business? That doesn't matter. If I have that thought and I put it in the substance of the formless substance, the universal God, something's going to happen. That image that I put in that thought will come to life. Man can form things in his thought. I think we're going to build a Golden Gate Bridge around here. Somebody came up with that thought, and they connected that thought to the universal substance, the universal God. Because remember what I said earlier. The universe is becoming conscious of itself through you, through your ideas, through my ideas. Man can form things in his thought, and by impressing his thought upon formless substance, can cause things he thinks about to be created. It seems simple. It isn't. But it seems simple that the formless substance, the creator of everything, me, you, everything, if somehow I can connect into that thought I created, and then I have a thought of maybe opening up a business, I put that thought in this universal thought, it's going to happen. Now, I teach some laws, there's 12 of them, but there's one that's called the law of action. You got to do your part. I got to do my part. You can't just sit back. I'll give you, in the Bible, we're going to be talking about the Bible next week, but the Bible teaches, there's a story in the book of Joshua that God, when they left Egypt, sent bread and fed them. They didn't, some of those people, like some of you, think, I just have to open my mouth, stick out my tongue like a little bird, feed me, feed me, feed me. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. The bread fell at the Israelites' feet, and they had to reach out and take it. You have to reach out and stretch yourself. It's there, but you got to stretch and get it. It's the universal law. The law of supply is there. But let's go back to our subject. The universe is becoming conscious of itself through you. Picture, as some of you know, I'm a theologian. I believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Picture the Father and the Son having this conversation. The son telling the dad, you must be very, very proud of that person down there that you created, that his accomplishments, anything he touches seems to be blessed. You must be very proud of this individual, Dad. And the dad looking at the son, saying, it's what I do. That my success, my fulfillments, my accomplishments is not because of just me. Yes, they're in here. But those thoughts in here, somebody taught me, somebody revealed to me, someone showed me how to do it, and I'll bring it back to my dad. Now, I can't talk about everybody in the audience because some of you didn't have a dad, maybe physically, a physical dad, but you have a spiritual dad. But my physical dad taught me a lot, taught me how to think. Sooner or later, I may not have agreed with him totally, but basically, my upbringing, my character, my personality was formed because of him. Same thing with the Almighty, the universal God made you, and you have his thoughts because he made you. My daughters have my thoughts. I have 3 daughters, okay? I just got a letter from one of my daughters, and I don't like to brag about my daughters, about myself. But she just said, Dad, I just got my master's in the mail, the degree. I said, good for you, daughter. And I texted her, I said, I'm so proud of you. And she mailed me back, or she texted me back, it's because of you, Dad. And my other daughter, I can tell you about my other daughters too, and they always realize that we are who we are because of you. I am who I am because of him. And so, it's not that he needs to be consciously aware of what I'm doing, but somebody always say, look what that guy is doing. Well, that's what I do. That's what he does. He wants to bless you. All things that come from God are good stuff. All bad things is because of us. My goodness, my webmaster said we only have 3 minutes. The universe is becoming conscious of itself through you. What are you doing with that universal formless substance, this almighty power? Are you connected to it? Are you thinking? Whatever I'm thinking, I'll plug into his formation. And with this, I'm going to conclude. As I said, my dad has a lot to do with this man. I'm thinking of a president by the name of President Kennedy. His daddy, Joe Kennedy, had a lot to do with why he became president. I'm thinking of President Bush. His influence had a tremendous influence on the son that became president. I'm thinking about King David. His kingdom, his reign became mighty and the son Solomon because of his dad. Me and my dad, I told you about that. How about President Trump? You may not agree with his policy, but he's a powerful man, a man that thinks. Where did he learn all that stuff from? His dad. So what I'm trying to bring out to you is the universe is becoming conscious of itself through you. Realize what you have. Realize who you have. Realize who you are. Realize the power you have mentally. No stopping you. If you learn what you have here and connect to the Almighty, there's no stopping you. God bless you. We look forward to hearing from you, and we'll see you next week.